I can honestly say I was a little disappointed that there weren't more students at the last game. You know, when I first came here, we used to play that tradition thing up there, and everybody was cheering and excited and happy, and there was great spirit. All right, now they don't even cheer. They introduce our players, nobody even cheers. I don't think they're entitled to anything either.
Jay, buy or sell safe, and they're calling out the student section.
Yes, or sell it. First of all, you don't have the right to tell people what to do with their time or their money if you're not directly supervising them, and maybe you need more incentive. Louisiana-Lafayette got $1.25 million to be there. Maybe you need to incentivize some students with some financial inducement.
Ooh la la. Israel, how about you?
I mean, I'm gonna buy it because it's true. The stadium used to be more packed. Now they've gotten used to this excellence, and they don't necessarily want to see it against some cupcake of a team. It's not the same thing as if you're seeing, you know, the Golden State Warriors and some super NBA team beat up on somebody, because you still get to see those skills and the oohs and ahs. This is just kind of a, you know, a throwaway game in honesty, and the students just don't want to see it.
They're a victim of their own success. They're not scheduling tough enough opponents, and I agree with Jay. Stop telling people how to spend their time and their money. You know what the students are saying? I'll see you in the national championship game. That's when we'll come out.
Bob Ryan.
Is the Fortnite generation making a statement here? Are they the canary in the mine shaft for the rest of the world? Is the millennial people, the video game people, more interested in that than they are in spectator sports? I'm just asking.
To be honest.
No, I think they're interested when they're playing Auburn. I think for all the points made, that was the reason why there was. We'll move on. Buy or sell too. I'm just throwing when Bob even mentions Fortnite. Let's talk about the Capital season opener. Not that they just beat Boston 7-0. Not just the way they celebrated goal number 7, which made Brad Marchand bitter.
Take that
Biter.
and that.
A bitter biter, Bob. Take a mute. That they unveiled the Stanley Cup banner and didn't mention former coach Barry Trotz once. Buy or sell the Caps? Not mentioning Trotz, Israel.
I'm going to sell that. That was a little bit dirty. I understand he's on another team now. He left immediately afterward. I get that. But at least just show him for one quick second. Maybe have him disappear really quick and get a quick laugh right in the middle of the video, but at least acknowledge it was part of it.
Sola?
I was all in on the Caps last season, but I can't condone this. He was the coach of the team. You're never going to be able to erase that from history. Why would you do it last night? A quick mention, I understand he's not there, then you move on.
Bob Ryan.
This is the ultimate in pettiness. I cannot sell this enough. There is just no excuse for it, no justification in the context of it all. They should have acknowledged Barry Trotz.
No, Bob, the ultimate in pettiness would have been to leave his name off the Stanley Cup. As far as I'm aware, his name is engraved on the jacket. So that's okay. And if they ignore him when he's back in the building, when the Islanders come down here, then we'll be talking pettiness. He wasn't there. No need to acknowledge somebody who's not there.
We'll keep that in mind next time you take another 2-year sabbatical from the show, or 2-month sabbatical from the show. Let's move on. Buy or sell 3, NBA GMs. There are 30. You can't vote for your own team. Last year, Golden State Warriors, looks like they got 28 of 29 picks. This year, they got 2 fewer, 26 of 29. Frank, buy or sell NBA GMs. Here's some of the other votes. You can take that in as well. Let's start with the Warriors side of it.
Well, I still think they believe that the Warriors are going to win, but you look at what happened last season against Houston. They were down double digits, Game 6 and Game 7. They were vulnerable, and we know that Boston is going to be better and should be better.
Bob?
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Carmelo really will buy into the six-man thing finally, and do what he can do. And they were so close, as Frank said last year. Why couldn't the Astros? Why couldn't the Rockets pull it off?
Oh, Bob, that's a little deduction there. So you think it's Houston that should be robbing from them? Frank mentioned Boston. Jay, what do you think of it?
Yeah, Houston was close last year. They could. What surprised me about the survey, though, was, Tony, that they picked LeBron James to be the most valuable player when I don't see the Lakers having the type of season that should enter LeBron into the MVP discussion.
It's real.
I just think there's a fragility to the Warriors, as great as they are. We can see a possibility like we have in the past where Steph Curry's not fully healthy. We can see a situation where KD goes down and you have some question marks there. All it takes is one or two, one of those guys, either one of them or a couple other ones, for them to go down, for it not to be as obvious of a championship season for the Warriors.
I mean, if Houston were to lose Chris Paul, then they would go down. Injuries can affect anybody. Frank, after the horn.
It's funny about LeBron. Last year he plays 82 games, and you figure LeBron plays 82. He's going to be MVP. He doesn't get it. How many games is he going to play this year for the Lakers? I'm not so sure it's going to be.
So you were surprised GMs voted LeBron, the preseason MVP. Bob, were you with LeBron preseason MVP?
I was a little surprised. I just just them. I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to merit it.
And the one player you'd build the team around, you saw that was Giannis. Bob, are you with the GMs on that one?
Not yet. Not until he improves certain aspects of his game. As exciting and dynamic as he is, I wouldn't go that far.
So who would you build your team around?
I still think the guy Anthony Davis is still. I would put ahead of.
That'll be the last word. We got a little bit of a FaceTime in from Isola and Ryan after the horn. They say goodbye now. Gutierrez. Go down. 2 minutes.